Hello everyone, welcome to ST Model Cars. In this video, I would like to show you this 1/18 scale Mercedes-Benz EQS Sedan. And this is made by NZG, and this is part of the Mercedes official dealer release. Price point on this, $120, shipped from Germany to the US. So I got this a few years ago. As you can see, this is a almost fully opening diecast. The front, I guess I should say, the front don't open, but it's not really NZG's fault, as the real car, the real Mercedes EQS, actually don't give the customer access to the front. So again, they kind of replicate that here. Okay, so here's with everything closed, so you can see this a little better with everything closed. One thing that I want to mention before I review this car any further, when this car came, originally it was fitted with tires that are way too big. So like the side profile of the tires is way too tall. It's almost like you try to force an SUV tires into a sedan. Luckily, throughout the years, I have I would call it my 1/18 scale junkyard, where I have spare parts from other cars projects that was failed or whatever the case, and I happen to find 4 set of tires that fits in this EQS perfectly with the lower profile on the side wall. So now the car looks a little bit more proportional compared to how it was. If you want to look at how the car was, with the taller tires, you can find some pictures online. It doesn't bother some people, and it honestly doesn't really bother me. But since I have the extra spare of tires, I decided to swap it and give this car a bit more proportional look. Also, just so you know, NZG also made the EQS SUV version. So here it is. This is the EQS SUV version. Very similar design language, a bit in the sedan as the SUV and the SUV, right? So whatever your personal preferences, Mercedes got you covered. And you can see the review of this 1/18 EQS SUV in my other video on this channel. So, all right, but for this video, I want to review the sedan. Okay, so looking at the front end here, you do see this LED projector units, I guess, behind the headlight lenses, right? It's nicely replicated by NZG, and you see the stripe for the daytime running light on top of the headlight assembly. The front grille, of course, is all solid, right? There's no need for a real grille for the EV. But if you look at it closer here, they kind of have this little Mercedes stars that are spread out throughout the grille. Okay, and they have the silver accent here on the bottom part of the fascia that kind of highlights some of the fence, I guess. None of them, are really true. It's just molded plastic, right? But it's nice to have the accent and kind of give the car a bit more aggressive look. Okay, so here's a side view of the EQS Sedan. Okay, and let's take a look at underneath the car. So like most EVs, the bottom of the cars are, very smooth for aerodynamics. So there's not much to see under the car here. Okay, so let's open the door and let's take a peek at the interior. Okay, so there's a couple of colors that were released by NZG, and for the black car, you get this two-tone interior color. Of course, the dominant feature of the interior is the hyper screen that extends from all the way from the driver's side to the passenger side. And I do like the interior color combination, right? The black interior with kind of like the saddle brown, accent on the top. And, if you look at the dashboard closer, you can see that they try to replicate the LED light, LED accent light, and it continues here to the door panel. You can see this yellow stripe here. And the door panel carries that same color scheme as the rest of the interior, with the saddle brown top on the top and the black on the bottom. Fully carpeted. Seats are adjustable, so you can move the seat back and forth. It's a little tight, but it's movable, right? and you get the panoramic sunroof on the top there, which is quite nice. And let me use the suction cup here to open the rear door because it's a bit tight. It's hard to open here. Okay, so here's the rear passenger compartment. You know, you have the similar color scheme with the front, right? You have two touchscreen or entertainment screen behind the front seat for the rear passengers. And here's the door panel on the rear. Okay. Let me close this. Let me zoom this out here. Oh, before I do that, here's a closer look at the wheel and tires. You know, so they have the brake caliper behind the wheels, right? And they also have the rotor that turns with the wheels. So it's pretty nicely detailed. Okay. All right, let me zoom this out here. Okay. So looking at the back of the car, you know, you have this taillight unit here that extends throughout the width of the car, right? Get the Mercedes logo here. Unfortunately, there's no badging on this, right? I think this car is supposed to be the EQS 580, but you know, again, there's no badging on this car. And if you look at the trunk, you know, you lift the hatch here. You know, you have a fully carpeted trunk. Unfortunately, what's weird to me is like this partition, right? You know, this is kind of to hide your belongings here when you close the hatch, you know, to keep it safe from prying eyes. But they make this like a gloss black, and I think this is supposed to be like a leather, you know, finish, right? So if they make this matte black, I think it will be more appropriate. So, you know, that's just kind of weird, I think. All right, so and then if you look at the trunk lid here, sorry, there's a button here to close the trunk, right, the power door. So, okay, and here's the side view of the EQS from the driver's side. So let's take a look at the interior from the driver's side here. Okay, you know, again, it's really nicely replicated. They, you know, printed all the screen, right? You can see the instrument cluster there, steering wheels with the Mercedes logo. The AC fans are really nicely replicated as well. So yeah, overall, you know, I really like this EQS sedan. I think the real car, you know, I've seen some of it in person. They do look kind of bland compared to some of the crazier looking EVs out there. But you know what? I think there's like I said, there's a market for more traditional looking EVs like this EQS sedan. Okay. If you have any comments, suggestions, questions, feel free to post them in the comment section. And I much appreciate it if you can like the video and subscribe to the channel. I hope you enjoy the review of this EQS sedan, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.